I decided to try some cucumber water. I haven't done this in a while, so I've been watching other people do it. I've just been reading the effects of it, the antioxidants that it provides, and then if you just have trouble hydrating, which is one thing that I always struggle with, I like to just try a few things to make the water just a little bit more palpable and enjoyable. There's no reason we can't find small ways to bring a little joy, a little spark into our day, and that's just one small way. So I'm just starting off with my Cheerios this morning, and I'm keeping things really, really simple right now. And as I'm, doing this, I'm reading. I have a book every month I'm reading, and this month is The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins. I've talked about that. I'm really enjoying that book, and little things like routines with the Fly Lady, getting my house clean. That's flylady.net. And just taking that time every morning to swish and swipe my sink for all you fly babies out there. And if you don't know the reference, just stick with me, and we'll talk a little more about that on my vlogs. But it's all about routines, and it doesn't matter where you get the routines. You just find what works for you and you stick to them. So I just thought I would share, I'm doing my bedding today. This is all part of my weekly routine. Or weekly reset. This is one of the things I do every week. I just tossed it all here before I throw it in the wash. So I wash my bedding, including my sheets and my comforter, but I also wash my robe. And I'm not going to wash them together, but I put them together. That's my robe that I wear almost every day during the winter time. It's just so cozy. And it's a Stanford from JCPenney's that I bought for my husband one Valentine's Day years ago. And, he's just not a robe person. So I started wearing it, and I got to tell you, it's my favorite robe. I kind of wished I could find it in white, but that's okay. I love that robe, and I wear it a lot. So I wash it once a week with my bedding. I don't know, just thought I'd throw that in there. Oh my goodness. Oh, my hair is staticky. Just got out of the gym, and I had a really good workout. I can feel it. I'm going to give myself, if we're like back in school, I'm going to give myself 100%. I didn't hate school. I liked school. Gave me a routine. Got me out of the house. I learned. I like school. Who out there likes school? I did. I like school because I like learning. So, give myself 100% today. I really wasn't feeling it at all. I really wasn't feeling it. But then I think that's Melinda. But then I just went ahead and did it, and I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did. And I got to thinking, how many times do I blow off my workout for something else that seems more important? There are a few things I would blow my workout. Like, obviously, like if the kids called and needed something, that's like, they're on my absolute yes list. And, if my, there's certain things, like obviously if there's somebody who needs you like that, but sometimes I blow it off just to, I probably shouldn't say it like that. Sometimes I skip my workout. I have been known to skip my workout. I have to watch how I'm talking sometimes. All right. I have skipped my workout for, just things that later I look back and I went, why did I do that? So, yeah. I did want to talk about something I've been talking to my sister about, and that's decluttering, because you guys know I'm decluttering my life. That's what I call, because it's just more than just the physical clutter in my life. It's the food, my diet, and it's my attitude and my mind and all of those things. And I think we do it ongoingly. I think we all do this. It's sort of like we have this instinct to do spring cleaning in our house, But I think, I mean, I know at certain times I have this instinct to just declutter my life. And let me know if you guys can relate. And I know that I've really had this feeling of just decluttering my life. And so I was talking to my sister. I said I really needed some accountability. And so we were talking, because she's really good at that. She's got that kind of mind. I'm this very wild, like kind of creative person, which I can rein myself in and really use the logical side and organize myself. But it's easier for me to do that with other people than it is myself. So she's really good at pinning things down, and she asks really great questions. So she's like, well, tell me what your goal is. What is it that you want to achieve? And I got to thinking, and I keep saying decluttering, and really it's just about, so I said, you know, at my age, I don't feel like I don't feel like I have the energy I used to have to suck it up, buttercup, like that kind of energy. Like, you know how you could just push through, like, I used to be able to just push through the night to get things done. I'm 57. I cannot do that anymore. It's just, I just can't do it. Like and I'm pretty tough, and I work out hard in the gym, but I noticed that I don't have that suck it up, buttercup energy. I used to have a t-shirt that said suck it up, buttercup, you know, and I really felt, okay, well, I can suck it up and I can get things done. I can't do it anymore. So I want to get really, really organized. My sister asked me this morning, because I said I really need to do decluttering. I haven't done a 30-day declutter challenge. I see a lot of people doing that right now, because I'm a bit of a rebel. And according to Mel Robbins, I've been reading her High Five Habit and kind of immersing myself in some of her stuff lately. Feeling that rebellion inside is according to her and some study that she talked about, that's normal. And that made me feel good, because I feel like I rebel a lot, and like I feel rebellious. Like, so if we say we're going to do something, or we feel outside pressure, it is kind of and I'm not going to say this is normal. I'm just saying I heard this from her, and she talked about some studies. I don't really know the details, but I just know that when she said that, whether it's true or not, it made me feel better. Like, maybe I'm not this rebel after all. Maybe I'm just a normal person. So outside pressure will make me rebel. And also, if you want to set a goal, don't set a goal to say, I'm going to work out 5 days a week. You're better off saying, I'm going to work out 4 to 7 days a week. That's what I think I want to do with decluttering. Like, I don't want to say I'm going to declutter for 30 days. I can't do it. It's why I haven't joined some collabs, because it's just hard for me to stay on track with the schedules right now. But I want to declutter, and I want to do it in a way that's for the inner rebel, a way that doesn't sabotage me, and it makes me feel even worse because I didn't do it. And that's what I'm trying to figure out in my mind. And I'm going to be talking with a few people to see how to do that. If you have any ideas, let me know.
I asked the same question. They're water heaters.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. It's big things.
The Artist's Way book I read a while back, one of the exercises in it is to go on an artist date once a week. Just go by yourself and do something you enjoy doing. So after I have coffee with Melinda, usually on Thursdays after our workout, we go our own ways. And I peruse the bookshelves here at Barnes & Noble. I might go over to Hobby Lobby and look at the creative aisle. It's cold, so I can't get outside and do the outdoor activities I love to do so much, but I can look at the books. I don't buy anything. It's not about spending money. It's about doing what lights you up and brings you joy for just a little while every week. And had a Southwest quiche and a coffee with my friend Melinda, and walked around a little bit in Barnes & Noble, but I did not buy anything, but I did get some ideas. So yeah, anyway, it was just one of those afternoons. But what I was saying is, you know, I was talking to my sister about why I want to declutter, because I have to clear the space, really give myself some room, so I'm not rushing around trying to find stuff all the time. Like I'm eliminating the resistance in my life, if that makes sense. So that's sort of, I guess, how I'm looking at it, is what I do today. Like I have this idea, like when John comes home, we like to sort of chill out, and I don't like to do that rush through dinner thing. I used to when the kids were home, but now when John comes home, we like to just sit and we like to visit and just relax. But I can't relax when I have all the stuff I haven't done. I'm just the type of person that I can't sit and relax in the midst of chaos. I have to have things kind of put together and somewhat. And so I want to eliminate, so I go home now, I'll have a couple of hours before John gets home, and I can focus on what do I need to do in these 2 hours, so that when he comes home and walks through the door, I can have the evening that I want to have. Knowing what we're having for dinner, which will be leftovers because I've been cooking a lot. I mean, I have leftover spaghetti to choose from. I have leftover chicken stew and leftover beef stew. Take your choice. So, so that helps to just, so when I cook, I just cook enough that's going to last us a few days. And then I don't cook every day of the week. And then we can sort of relax and visit. And then, sometimes I might go and read, like he'll do something or watch a show or something, and I'll read. We both have our quiet time. But I don't want to be in the kitchen all evening. I don't want to do that anymore. I like to have it all done. I want the dishwasher done. I want the coffee pot ready for tomorrow morning. So you can see my bread maker sitting over on the counter with my Instant Pot. I've just been keeping them on the counter because I'm using them all the time now. And I think I'm going to rearrange some of my canisters and things again. I like to have things off the table, off the counter and out of the way. My piano does have a new home. I'm just waiting for us to arrange to have it moved. The cucumber water is a big hit, I will say. Loving it. We're having crackers and avocado. John's having a little bit of wine. My sink is shined and clean. So I got a lot done. I feel really good about my workout. Before I head to the gym, I kind of wrestle with myself, but I was able to get in the zone. I put my headphones on, I listened to some music, and I had my workout plan in front of me, and there were some new faces. There were quite a few new faces, which I'm happy about. It's always a little bit like you just kind of get spoiled and used to having a lot of room in the gym and not so many people there. And when all the new faces come in, you do kind of wonder, like, okay, am I going to get on the machines that I want? But it always works out. And I've always said, I encourage those New Year resolution gym goers, because that's how I got my start. And I know I was that person 7 years ago. And I love to see people come in and stick it out. It makes me happy. I'm proud of that, because I know how hard that is. And even now, it's still hard for me some days to make it to the gym. But I always feel so much better. It is like the guy at the front desk. He always, I talk to him usually a little bit, and he says, because it was my first day back the other day. This was my second day back this year. So he said to me today, he said, "So are you glad to be back?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "This is better than therapy." And it really is. No, it's not a substitute for therapy. No, I'm not saying that. But it's good. It is a therapy. It is a form of therapy, because it helps me to not only strengthen my muscles and my body, it helps me to strengthen my confidence in myself. So, and that's a good thing. So, well, I thank you so much for coming along with me today, and I hope that I've said something or shared something that is of value to you. Let me know in the comments if you have a takeaway. I would love to hear that. That's always encouraging for me and helps me to keep going. So thank you for that, and take really good care, and I will see you on the next one.
Good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you? Wanna see you smile. Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire?